What's up guys, T-Mart here, and today we have a ton of Call of Duty World War II news to talk about. Yesterday, Michael Condrey and Sledgehammer Games did an Ask Me Anything on Reddit where they answered a ton of community questions and gave us confirmations on things that they haven't talked about before. And honestly, some of it's some of the best news we received so far about this game. So I had to make a video about this. I wanted to tell you guys what's going on. I do apologize, the audio may not be the best. So last night we were going to the Daytona NASCAR race to support our friend who's a driver in the race, Ray Black Jr. Some of you guys might know him from the vlog channel. Well, the race ended up getting rained out, so it was rescheduled for this morning. So we're currently driving back there. Chelsea's driving. I'm recording this in the passenger seat, and we're in the Jeep, which, I mean, as big and beautiful as this thing is, it's not all that efficient on the road. It's got those off-road tires, so it's a little bit bumpy, a little bit loud. I apologize for that, but I figured a video with slightly lesser audio quality is better than no video at all. So what am I talking about here? Some of the best news that we've received about this game so far. Well, yesterday during this AMA, Michael Condrey confirmed there will be no statistical variants in Call of Duty World War II. That's right, guys. The team that brought variants to Call of Duty back with Advanced Warfare has said that they are not going to have them in this game, which is very, very good news, and I'm extremely excited about this. So this is the direct quote from this AMA. Somebody asks, can you talk about supply drops, weapon variants, daily and weekly contracts? And Michael Condrey replies, yes. All weapon variants and gear variants in Call of Duty World War II supply drops are cosmetic only, so there are no stat-based variants in play. We're also offering players collection and collection bounties, giving a direct path for our community to earn its items through all modes of MP and headquarters play. So that second part is actually pretty cool. It sounds like they're going to have a system very, very similar to Modern Warfare Remastered, where you can directly earn exactly what you want and you can work towards your, direct rewards. It's not a sense of complete randomness, which is really good. But the most important part is that first part where he's saying that all weapon variants in World War II supply drops are cosmetic only. There are no stat-based variants in play. Now, I know some of you guys are having flashbacks from Nam right now because we've heard similar things in the past with Modern Warfare Remastered last year and Black Ops 3 the year before that, but I think this one's a little bit different because they're taking this question by the horns. Like, they are attacking it dead on and they're putting it in writing. Like, they wrote it on Reddit that it's not happening, so I don't see in any universe where they could end up turning around and going back. Like before in these previous years, it was always like this random interview or this off-the-record conversation or something like that. It was like, kind of cryptic and wasn't really very, directed exactly at the question. It was kind of mentioned in passing. This time they are absolutely talking about it directly, so I don't think they're going to do it, which is really good news. I will say that he says all weapon variants are cosmetic only, so that's a little bit tricky there. I think we are going to be getting DLC weapons. That's pretty obvious. Those have been very, very successful in Call of Duty in recent years. So we will have DLC weapons that do have varying stats, and that's still something to worry about a little bit. You want to make sure that those are well balanced within the game and nothing's going to be too overpowered, which I'm sure Sledgehammer is going to do. But, at least we're not going to have weapon variants. So that is officially confirmed on the table. No weapon variants. Obviously supply drops are coming back, but at least that's a win in our book, and we're gonna have to hope that they end up doing the weapon DLC kind of like Infinite Warfare did, where you can earn them through challenges. But we'll have to wait and see what happens there. Let's move on and talk about some of the other stuff they confirmed with this Ask Me Anything. Nothing quite as exciting as that, but there's some pretty good stuff here. So they talked a little bit more about like the competitive side of things, and they've said that it's very, very important to them for MLG and esports to thrive this year, and they're really going to put a big focus on that. Ranked play and game battles are important to their feature set, and more of that esports info is going to be coming later on this summer. So this is actually the first time they've mentioned the game battles feature, and I love that they mentioned it because it's on their radar, and I think it's going to be in the game, which is going to be really, really cool. They were talking about Comic-Con a little bit, so we talked about this in our last video. Call of Duty at Comic-Con the last couple of years has had some pretty big panels. They've showed off a lot of single player and even some zombies, so I'm kind of expecting to see zombies of some sort coming up in the next couple of weeks. They did say that zombies info is coming sooner than you may think, so it could even be earlier than that. I don't know, maybe we could get a zombies teaser like a week before Comic-Con and then have the official reveal at Comic-Con. That could be kind of cool. That third mode is something that we know nothing about yet. So I'm hoping they're going to release some information on that soon. A big question recently was whether or not the game was going to be coming to the Switch, and they confirmed that it's not going to be on the Switch. So I'm not really too bummed about that. I mean, I guess it would have been kind of cool, but it's been forever since we've been on a Nintendo console, so whatever, it's not a big deal to me. They also confirmed there's not going to be any sort of clan war support, so I mean that kind of stinks. You know, I kind of remember having some fun with that back in the day. I'm hoping because they're not going to have anything on clan wars, and maybe they'll put a little bit more into ranked play, or we may even have an entirely new feature that's kind of similar to that. I don't know, we'll have to wait and see what happens. Campaign is going to be single player only. We're not going to have any sort of co-op campaign. Honestly, campaign I'm really looking forward to this year. Like, I love all the Call of Duty campaigns, but I feel like this one is going to be something special, so I can't wait for that. They also said that the game server tick rate is going to be 60 hertz, and this is actually a pretty big deal. So a majority of the Call of Duty games have all been on 20 hertz tick rate servers, and 60 hertz is going to be a pretty big upgrade. Now, that does not put us entirely out of the woodwork in terms of connection issues and lag comp and stuff like that, but the fact that they're upping that to 60 hertz is definitely a step in the right direction, and the game should feel better. So we'll hope everything else on the networking end is going to be good as well. That's not something that's like my huge area of expertise, but 60 hertz is definitely something to be excited about, so that's good news. And then also, finally, last but not least, their focus is on having historical gear and uniforms for characters at launch. Now, I want to repeat that there because it's one of those things that they're saying what we want to hear, but at the same time, they're leaving it open-ended to where it could change. Focus is on having historical gear and uniforms for characters at launch. So at launch, everything's going to be legit. It's going to be historically accurate. We're not going to have anything crazy, no gingerbread men, no, crazy uniforms and colors and camos and stuff like that. But that's at launch. It sounds like that could potentially change after launch. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. I think they know what the community wants, and I can't see them taking a World War II game and getting too crazy with it. Like, that's just almost disrespectful in a sense, you know what I mean? So I don't think they're gonna get too far out there, but who knows? At the same time, we've seen crazy stuff in the past with Call of Duty. So we'll have to wait and see what happens there, but at least we know at launch, for the first, probably a couple months of the game, we're gonna strictly be sticking with character customization that is believable for Call of Duty World War II. So there you guys have it. That's all the information I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I'm gonna catch you guys later. Peace out.